All right, there we go. There is a sync point. All right, Joey and Kaiba starter decks. Now, in the anime, Kaiba usually always beats Joey. I don't think Joey ever beat Kaiba in the anime. But in terms of the starter decks, Joey's one is a little bit more balanced. So this should be an interesting duel. So we have the first hand we are looking at from Joey's perspective. And I tell you, well, that's a pretty good starting hand. He starts off with Trap Hole, which will basically nullify a summon. And there's Darkfire Soldier number 1, which is a 1700 attack, which is pretty bulky back in this generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, let's see what Kaiba's got for his first turn. And there is a D-Spell that won't destroy Trap Hole, but Kaiba now knows that it's there, so he may choose to defend rather than summon, which he does. And there's the end of the turn. Alright, we're back to Joey. There's Baby Dragon. Joey, is he going to slot down Mindless Radiant? He does, in defense. And he goes in for the attack on that face down defense, and it's a Hain. Alright, that will send Darkfire Soldier 1 back to Joey's hand. And as you do see, Joey does have the Red Eyes Black Dragon in his hand, so that will prevent Red Eyes from being summoned, at least for one extra turn. Alright, Kaiba with a draw, and he plays the Ancient Telescope. See the top 5 of your opponent's deck, return the cards to the deck in the same order. That can give you a little bit of a preparation, so you can sort of plan your next move. Alright, D-Human is down. And Joey elects not to use the Trap Hole, which is probably a good move, to be honest. Mindless Radiant isn't a heavy loss of a monster. And D-Human can get knocked out by Darkfire Soldier on the next turn. So you don't really want to be wasting a Trap Hole on a monster with the capabilities of D-Human. Alright, Joey has drawn Eternal Rest. That will destroy all monsters with equip cards. Alright, it's the first loss of life points, and that has been taken from Kaiba. Joey wins the battle with Darkfire Soldier 1 against D-Human. Turn back to Kaiba. He has no cards in play. What's he going to do for this turn? He's still got to be hesitant about a summon because Joey has that Trap Hole, which Kaiba did flip up with a D-Spell. Alright, there's 7 coloured fish. And Joey now has a real strong lead. Kaiba is going to have a hard time coming back from this. Alright, the face down card is Unknown Warrior of Fiend. That is one of the weaker cards in Kaiba's deck. And the 7 coloured fish will take 1800 points. Kaiba is down to 5800. And only 3 cards in his hand. He will get a draw. And Kaiba has gone with a face down spell or trap, and he has decided to summon Ryukish Empowered. And Joey elects again not to use the Trap Hole. Is that possibly a reinforcement that's face down? Oh, Fissure, what a card. What a draw. Joey plays a D-Spell. That will at least get him to be able to see what the card is. And there you saw it. It was a reinforcement. Joey has played Fissure, and that knocks out Ryukish Empowered. Joey is now going to summon Red Eyes. Nice. Look, in theory, he would do more damage with Darkfire Soldier and 7 coloured fish. But if you leave them on the field, Kaiba could play a monster, destroy one of them with the assistance of Castle Walls. Joey does still have the Trap Hole, but who better than to play Red Eyes Black Dragon to get a bit of a kick during a duel, given that Kaiba also has the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Alright, there's a draw from Kaiba. It's going to be very, very difficult for him to come back from here. He plays a face-down defense. And Joey's drawn a Dark Hole. Well, no point using that. Joey elects not to summon the baby dragon. And elects more just to punish Kaiba. There goes Ryukushin, another one of Kaiba's weaker monsters, I might add as well. So it looks like Kaiba hasn't drawn a particularly good hand. But that is the nature with these old starter decks. You draw a bad hand, you're pretty much stuffed if the other opponent does have a decent hand. Battleox has gone face up. Joey elects to use a trap hole this time. That means that Kaiba only has a reinforcements on the field, and Joey can actually pick up the win now. All he has to do is summon. It could be Baby Dragon or Big Eye, either one. They're both 1200. Joey puts the Baby Dragon down on the field. This will accumulate to 3600 points. Kaiba only has 3400. Joey is going to pick up the first win on turn 13 of the first duel between Joey and Kaiba. Okay, good win. Let's grab a drink. Drink between duels. Okay. Kaiba has elected to go first as he was the loser of the last duel. And oh, once again, Joey has drawn Red Eyes on his first turn. He's also drawn Spirit of the Harp and Gearfree the Iron Knight. He's got Dark Hole, which also can get rid of that face down card, although... Oh, well, there's Swordsman of Landstar. That's... Even D and Keto, that's 1,000 more life points. There's really no point using Dark Hole this early. That's a card that you want to save in case you get into a little bit of trouble. That was Dark Assailant that Kaiba had on the field. Joey's Gearfree the Iron Knight is... to be fair, Joey's deck has really good high-end attackers that you don't need a tribute. Gearfree's at 1800, 7-colored fish. Oh, there's a Dark Hole from Kaiba. Joey also has that 7-colored fish. He also has that Darkfire Soldier as well. Kaiba will get a direct attack here with Yurubi. And Joey won't actually be able to destroy that in battle unless he draws a monster on this draw phase, which he draws Big Eye. That is also a card that he had in the... He also had Swordsman of Landstar. He's almost drawn a very, very similar hand to the last duel. Spirit of the Harp is now down on the field, which will defend Joey for the time being. Kaiba goes for a face-down defense, and he does elect to attack with Yurubi. It is still the best move to attack. You really want to try and prevent your opponent from getting a build-up of monsters on the field. Alright, there's a Dragon Treasure. And Big Eye does have a flip effect, so Joey puts that face down in defense. Over to Kaiba. Kaiba, will he add to his attack force? Will he put any magical trap down? He has played a second defense. And Big Eye is flipped up, so Joey can rearrange the top 5 cards of his deck. And there's a Monster Reborn as well. He's put Masaki first. He's put... well, I guess Monster Reborn. Nothing strong has been destroyed yet, so that's probably the reason why Joey has played that. And has decided to put that last. Unless it's the opposite way. No, he's opted to draw Masaki the Legendary Swordsman first in his deck. And elected to go straight for an end phase. Perhaps that is just so he's drawing the better cards. He does have Dark Hole in his hand, so Kaiba might recklessly boost some more attack. Joey can use the Dark Hole, and then he's got his best cards being drawn with Kaiba suddenly on the ropes. Alright, turn change. Joey is defending himself with that Spirit of the Harp. There's a remove trap as well. It is a very useful card. Joey elects to play the Swordsman of Landstar, which won't be able to survive an attack from Yugioh, but just in case Spirit of the Harp does get destroyed, Joey does have an extra defense. Kaiba, two-pronged attack. Okay, that will allow Kaiba to sacrifice 2 of his own monsters and destroy one of Joey's. He will likely go for Spirit of the Harp, which he does. And now Yugioh will be able to destroy Swordsman of Landstar. No, he flips Terror the Terrible up, so... And he has summoned a Mystic Clown, so he does still have... Oh, and a Monster Reborn, wow. Kaiba's gone all out here. He will bring Gearfried the Iron Knight back. Kaiba has now got quite an attack force. Joey, thankfully for him, does also have a Dark Hole himself. Otherwise, Joey would have lost this duel. Despite that, Joey is going to take a lot of damage here. 27, 37, 4,600 points of damage, if my math is correct. Alright, Joey is down to 3,000 life points. Kaiba is holding at 7,500. So Kaiba now has the life point advantage. As we see, Joey does have Dark Hole, which he has no choice but to activate. Otherwise, he will lose the duel. And he's probably going to have to play Misaki, the Legendary Swordsman. It is one of his fusion with Flame Swordsman, but he's got no choice. He doesn't want to leave himself open. He does elect to attack, which, you know, it is a good move. He does need to try and get Kaiba's life points down. Kaiba does only have 1 card in his hand as well. He will draw from here, so Kaiba very well could go a few turns. He does manage to play a defense, but it's only a defense. 1100 isn't that high in attack. Alright, there's a Karate Man. Joey's next card will be Monster Reborn. We saw that earlier. He elects to play Karate Man in defense mode and will elect to attack with Misaki. And it's a Mysterious Puppeteer that will give Kaiba 500 life points every time there's a normal summon as well. End phase. Alright, Joey, he will summon the Red Eyes Black Dragon. There is a Monster Reborn as well. And here it is. For the second duel in a row, and quite early on, Joey will get the Red Eyes Black Dragon to his field. He does have a Dragon Treasure as well. He can further boost up this legendary beast of Red Eyes. Alright, Joey will give Kaiba 500 life points due to the summon. However, at 2700 attack, Joey also does elect to play Monster Reborn. He has brought back Gearfried, which is a good move. He'll be able to destroy Mysterious Puppeteer and then deal 2700 straight to the life points. Alright, Kaiba in a bit of trouble again. Only 2 cards in his hand. And given that he played Mysterious Puppeteer, it's unlikely that he really has anything else. And he's elected straight away, straight to the end phase, so he has nothing to play. Joey is going to pick up the victory, and just to add a little bit more insult to injury, he is going to finish the game off with the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Alright, that's 2-0 to Joey. Kaiba has lost the series, and what we are going to do now, we are going to play a couple more. Grab a drink as we set this up. We're going to do duels from Kaiba's perspective, just as single matches. Joey's already taken the series. Okay, here we go. Alright, Kaiba's perspective this time. Let's have a look at his hand. Yugioh, Terror the Terrible. Terror of the Terrible and Ogre of the Black Shadow can be equipped with that Dark Energy. Alright, good opening move. 1400 defense with Ogre of the Black Shadow. Does have Yurubi in his hand as well. He's got Gyak Tenno Megami. And Joey, having a think, he plays down a defense of his own. There's the Battle Ox as well. Alright, Kaiba flips up Terror of the Terrible. He will also summon the Battle Ox. Now this is relative to the duel that they had in Duelist Kingdom when they used Kaiba's Duel Disc. Kaiba first summoned Battle Ox and he did most of the duel with that Battle Ox. Alright, Ogre of the Black Shadow got a direct attack in. Joey's down 1200 life points. And Joey has lost a baby dragon. The reason that he played that in defense tells me that Joey possibly, that was the only monster that he could summon, because you don't want to get rid of your baby dragon. That is part of the fusion material for that 1000 dragon. And there's Lejin as well. Kaiba has drawn a really, really good starting hand. He can also plug that Dark Energy onto Lejin, putting it up to 2100 attack points. Kaiba's best monsters, Blue Eyes obviously is the strongest. The next one after that is Judge Man at 2200. He does have a Sword Stalker at 2000. But as you see, Lejin with the Dark Energy will get to 2100. That's a solid amount of attack points for not needing a tribute. And Joey is really on the ropes here. It's unlikely that he's going to come back from this. White Magical Hat was also destroyed in that turn as well. And Joey has elected to surrender the duel and take the satisfaction away from Kaiba for being the one to take the life points himself. So Kaiba does get a win. And we're going to have one more. We're going to have one more duel just for fun, just because that one didn't go for very long. We're going to do one more duel from Kaiba's perspective. So hopefully we get a bit better of a quality draw from Joey this time. Alright, Kaiba again has the Battle Ox. And he will elect to summon Battle Ox first, or is he going to go for Pale Beast? No, he goes for Battle Ox. Again, relevant to that duel that they had in Duelist Kingdom. Alright, Joey, what has he got for his first turn? Face down defense. And he hasn't elected to play any magical traps. Alright, Kaiba has drawn the Mystic Clown. And he's elected not to play anything else down, he just wants to go for that Battle Ox. It's a Sangan, so Joey will be able to add a monster with 1500 attack or less from his deck to his hand. Maybe Kaiba is looking for a... Okay, that was a Time Wizard that Joey just put to his hand. Maybe Kaiba wants to try and reenact that duel in some way, using Battle Ox to destroy about 10 of Joey's monsters before he finally gets a win. There's Gearfried the Iron Knight. That'll be able to destroy the Battle Ox. And, excuse me for a moment, I just got to adjust my headset. Okay, so Gearfried has destroyed the Battle Ox. Kaiba does have a fissure, so he can get rid of Gearfried the Iron Knight straight away. Now, Pale Beast and Mystic Clown. Kaiba elects to go for Pale Beast. They're both 1500. That will be some life point loss to Joey. Okay, what has Joey got on this turn? He's got 7 cards in his hand now. He's past the limit. And Maha Velo. This card will gain 500 attack for each equip card that it has on it. It is a very, very good card. Alright, Pale Beast is destroyed. Kaiba incurs 50 points of life point damage. However, if we're looking in the hand, Kaiba has nothing to defeat Maha Velo right now. He decides to activate the Ancient Telescope to see what's coming. There's a baby dragon as well, and a dragon treasure. So Joey will have the summon material for Thousand Dragon. If he holds Polymerization, he can summon it. That'll be a 2400 attack. Alright, Dark Assailant is down on the field. Okay, Joey has gone for a face-down defense and has put a magic ore trap down on the field. He's elected to attack with Maha Velo. That will get rid of Kaiba's Dark Assailant. Alright, turn change is back to Kaiba. Good card, there's a trap hole. Kaiba, he will also elect to play the Dispel. Even if it is a trap, you can see what it is, and unfortunately it's a fake trap. That's not really something that's going to bother Kaiba. He plays Master and Expert in defense, saving that Mystic Clown for perhaps something to attack back with. Okay, there's Sky Scout. Kaiba, he's got to activate the trap hole on that. Alright, Sky Scout, formerly known as Harpy's brother. Alright, Joey will still be able to attack Kaiba with Maha Velo. That will get rid of Master and Expert. And Kaiba only down to 1 card in his hand. He's still ahead on life points, but his card count compared to Joey is way out of whack. And it's a dark hole. That is a very lucky draw. There goes Maha Velo. It was the Spirit of the Harp that was face down on Joey's field as well. A good defense. Mystic Clown is played. That will be 1500 points off of Joey. Joey's down to 5,000 life points. Kaiba's at 7850. But Kaiba has no cards in his hand, and all he has on the field is a Mystic Clown, which will only be able to do so much. Alright, Joey, what's he got? Joey has elected to play Time Wizard, which tells me he hasn't got anything in his hand. So, alright, Tails is selected. And what gets destroyed? Oh boy. Joey's lost the Time Wizard. He's lost 250 life points, and he will incur more direct attack damage from that Mystic Clown. Alright, there's Dehuman for Kaiba. Together, this will give 2,800 points of life point damage. Joey is going to be down to 1,950 in life points. It's looking likely that Kaiba's going to pick up a second win. Joey, he needs something, and he needs it quick. Alright, there's a draw. 6 cards in his hand, and the best he could come up with last turn was Time Wizard. Okay, down goes Baby Dragon. And Dragon Treasure, okay. He'll be able to destroy Dehuman, and he can match Mystic Clown. So Joey may have found himself a way out here. Alright, Dehuman is destroyed. The other face down card we saw before, that is a fake trap that doesn't really do Joey any good. Oof. Unknown Warrior of Fiend, it's one of the weakest monsters in Kaiba's deck, but it will act as a defensive shield. And I don't mind that as a move from Kaiba to get rid of Baby Dragon, considering it seems that Joey hasn't got much else in his hand. If that's the case, he really should have put Unknown Warrior of Fiend in attack mode, and attack got Joey down to 950 life points, but either way, Joey has played Darkfire Soldier number 1 with 1700 attack. He's protected his own life points. Oh, two-pronged attack. Kaiba can't use it. He's going to have to skip the turn and take some damage. What's Kaiba got? Masaki, the legendary swordsman. Alright, that'll be 2800 points off Kaiba. That's going to leave him with 4850. And perhaps a comeback for Joey here. He was looking like he was down and out just a couple of turns ago, but now the momentum has flipped, and now Kaiba's the one on the ropes. He's drawn the Rogue Doll, which is a 1600 attack. He'll be able to destroy Masaki and do 500 points of damage. If he left... if Kaiba did decide to attack with Unknown Warrior of Fiend when he played it in defense that time, Joey would only have 450 points left, so that may have been a mistake by Kaiba. Rogue Doll won't be able to survive the attack from Darkfire Soldier. Joey's played another defense, and there goes another face down magical trap as well. Alright, Rogue Doll is done. Kaiba, Sojin, bad card. He's going to take at least another 1700 points of damage. Kaiba's not drawing good cards right now. Alright, that's... what's Joey got? Has he got anything else to summon? No, he's straight to the battle phase. He's elected not to flip his face down. Face up. Maybe a Swordsman of Landstar or something. Something with 500 attack he doesn't really want to be putting vulnerable. Kaiba's... oh no. Flute of Summoning Dragon is what's been drawn. That doesn't help Kaiba in this situation. He's going to have to take another direct attack. And this is the thing about Kaiba's starter deck. It is a little bit unbalanced. So Kaiba can easily find himself in this situation. He's down to 1350 life points. Joey is ahead on life points once again, which is amazing. Alright, there's Yugioh, but it may come all too late now. Kaiba will play that face down in defense. I don't think Kaiba, unless he draws a Monster Reborn or something, has anything left. I'm picking Joey has probably got the win here. Yugioh's only got 800 defense as well. Joey only needs one half-decent attack monster. There's Island Turtle. Joey has elected to play that in attack and play Just Desserts on Kaiba. Now, that's a very clever move because that Just Desserts means that he can take the life points with Island Turtle. Great play by Joey. Kaiba is down to no life points. We're going to call this a 3-1 victory for Joey, even though he won the earlier series. But, well, Joey, he's a convincing win in the end over Kaiba, 3-1. The anime Kaiba would be screaming internally, but hope you have enjoyed the duel between the starter decks Joey and Kaiba. We'll be back next with Pegasus against Joey. No, Pegasus against Kaiba. So, hope you enjoyed the duel. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, keep well, farewell.